Now, the big one, which I know that some people will say, I've heard this for years, but branding and brand awareness and the content that you put out there is only going to become more important in 2024 because ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Kim Barrett Show. I am your host, Kim Barrett. And on today's episode, we're in the car once again, but I have no guest because it is Christmas time at time of recording this. I've got a lot of errands to run, but I wanted to make sure that I record an episode just for you to share what's coming up in 2024. Now, if you're anyone that is running a business, you already know the value of advertising. You already know the value that putting your brand, your business in front of other people can bring to you. Now, there's a few big changes that I see is coming in 2024 and that I would highly encourage every single one of you to look at and think about as the days go on. Now, first and foremost, it doesn't matter what platform that you're on, but you need to have one that you want to focus on for the year ahead. And look, if you dominate one, by all means, add more, add two, add three, but at least get one working highly effectively for you to start off with. Now, in the world of Facebook ads, I'll start with Facebook and Instagram, the whole Meta suite. There's a couple of really good opportunities that I recommend that you explore. The first is Instagram profile visits. Now, what I mean by that is, and you've been able to do this a little while organically on Instagram itself, but Instagram profile visits are an ad type that you can run that drive people to your profile. So if you've got an Instagram profile that is phenomenal, that works amazingly, that converts people, that helps showcase exactly what it is that you do and works very, very well, you do not want to sleep on Instagram profile visits. And so you can run it now from Ads Manager, which means you have much more control. You don't have to go and delete an ad to try and recreate it and increase the spend and all that sort of stuff. You can do it all from the beauty, the love of your desktop, right? And also you don't only have to use posts that are on your page. You can do posts considered dark posts. You can do posts that are hidden so that they're only showing as ads and on your profile. No, it mess up your beautiful profile adjustments and layouts and all that fun stuff. So that's first and foremost. Now, number two is if you're someone who uses Facebook and you have a Facebook group or a Facebook community, I highly recommend you check out Facebook group ads, because for a while it's been hard to drive people to a Facebook group, but now you can actually drive them directly to your group. You can track group joins, you can bid for group joins, which means that if you're someone who has a Facebook group that you leverage and you are starting to try and drive traffic with that from that perspective, you'll be able to get some amazing results by driving people directly to your group. They'll see the group, they'll see how many posts you put in there a day, they'll put in a ton of amazing content. They'll be able to see in there how much you post every day, by the way, so you need to make sure you're posting regularly, first and foremost. There's also a couple of other aspects that you can take advantage of when it comes to those. And the next one that I'll talk about, which is a byproduct of that, is lead ads. People have been hating on lead ads for so many years, but they're just getting better and better and better. So some of the cool aspects that you can have now is you can do qualification in lead ads. You can do some really great conditional questions, which actually means that you can kick people off the form. If they're not the ideal person for you, if they're not the person that you want to have in your business, give them the flick. Away they go. They are not on your form, which means number one, that you're getting less unqualified leads, but number two, we're actually training Facebook even more on who is important to us, who we want to have come through as one of our amazing leads for our businesses. So that's hugely important too. There are a couple of the key aspects. Now, the next one that I'll share, and I'm rattling off a few here to give you guys some insights for 2024, but the next one that I'll share is, again, I've been talking about it for a while, TikTok ads. TikTok ads, YouTube ads, Pinterest ads, alternate platforms than the original just Facebook. I think we're going to see a huge surge in 2024, because what so many people don't realize is that all of these platforms are actually really cheap. If you know what you're doing, they're actually really effective. They have great quality leads. They have great quality people just sitting there waiting to hear from you if you can be bothered to connect with them. They're a little bit different to the norm. You have a little bit more you have to figure out and overcome to be able to help them. But again, they work, right? They work, and they work phenomenally well. So all of those platforms, again, if you're someone who does great creative content, TikTok. If you're someone who's really good on video, YouTube. If you're someone who has a great visually appealing brand, Pinterest. All of these platforms are great, and you should definitely be looking to leverage them as much as possible into 2024. Now, the big one, which I know that some people will say, oh, that's, I've heard this for years, but branding and brand awareness and the content that you put out there is only going to become more important in 2024, because one of the most important reasons, right, is because a lot of people have, over the last few years, started to lean more heavily on AI, more heavily on borrowing other people's content, more heavily on borrowing other people's strategies, which means that there's a lot of people that sound very similar out in the marketplace. So the only way to stand out is to be yourself. So if you're someone who likes content, who likes producing content, likes putting out amazing things for your business, this is your year to shine, because everyone else is reading an AI-generated script that they plugged into ChatGPT. And look, ChatGPT has its place. I love it. I'm not a hater, but I don't think that you should be using that to write your own content to sound like you have a brain, you are a human being, you can do this yourself. Absolutely. So I highly encourage you to think of that as you go into 2024. And of course, if you need any help with your marketing, head over to our free Facebook community, www.joinmygroup.com.au, where I have everything you need and more to help you grow your business using advertising. But until then, I'm Kim. You'll have been awesome. Adios.